Hey everyone, Megabuild here, and I am back with another speed build. Now, you might recognise this foundation if you've seen any of the SimCity videos. This is the foundation challenge that was set by Q builders on Mod The Sims. I'm too late to enter, but I thought I'd do it for fun because it was a really cool way to experiment with different styles of building and stuff. And I've actually found some past foundation content as well that I'm going to start using to do more speed builds with, because they've really kind of changed the way I build. I mean, I build a lot of modern when I am not constrained to a certain type of foundation, so that would change the way my building works. So as you can see already, I've got a house thing kind of going on, and as you'll see at the end, it kind of turns into this. Well, it's kind of contemporary, but not as uber modern as some of my other stuff. It kind of has this old kind of. I don't know how to put it into words, but it looks like it's It's really hard to explain. It's distressed look to it, but it's like an old warehouse, but obviously it's too small to be a warehouse. Like an industrial kind of build type thing. That's what I'm going to call it. It's probably nowhere near what I just tried to describe it as, but anyway. I'm playing around with the roofs here. It took me forever to get the roof right. Yeah, the roof ended up being pretty cool actually, because I used a lot of half roofs. Can't remember the name of them. Half gable roofs. There you go. Just tried to get it working right. I actually really like the way the roof turned out. It was a bit of a difference to what I normally do, which I thought was fun. By the way, if you've noticed the quality change, it's because I've started using fraps, and on everything I do, you may have seen my Minecraft or my SimCity videos. It's the same on them as well. But in this video, and only this video, the user interface is kind of blocked out. It's because I was playing on windowed mode. I thought it would work better, but it didn't, obviously. It's back to normal in the rest of them. You can still see the whole house and everything that I do in the house, so it's pretty cool. I'm just working with colour now. I like this kind of blue colour because it was kind of like a grey kind of gunmetal blue, and I thought it really added to that whole industrial kind of look, and this kind of distressed shingle kind of siding looks pretty cool. I went a bit overboard with it to begin with. I think it looks really good. I think it suits the house quite well. And now I'm trying to find another colour that I can kind of contrast it with, and I go for a darker grey blue to kind of get some light and dark in there as well. I'm really bad at describing these things. I'm really sorry, guys. So if you ever think that my commentary is crap, it's because I have no idea what I'm talking about. Just adding in a door right now. That's really interesting commentary. I'm so sorry. The windows, as you can see, are quite modern in some areas. I do kind of vary my windows. I mean, I use a lot of smaller windows, and I think they look really cool. It's the first time I've really used those kind of windows, and they look great. I'm going to start using them in builds and stuff because they're pretty cool. I only just found them. I can't believe it took me that long. I mean, after playing this game for so long. I'm a bit of a dip, let's just say. Now I've started trying to find windows to fit different areas. I mean, I wanted to get a lot of variation with the windows because I thought it would just kind of add to this whole not quite put together industrious kind of look. But I ended up using the same sort of windows and that massive one that came with World Adventures, which I actually really like. I just haven't found the right place to put it. I don't really know what I'm doing here. I'm just kind of going around detailing, let's just say, with the wallpaper and stuff. I kind of changed my positioning of certain wallpapers and stuff just to kind of make it look better. What am I doing now? I'm probably gonna start work on the kitchen. Now I'm actually pretty pleased with the way the kitchen turned out. It's not the biggest kitchen. Um, it's not the most fancy kitchen either. I just thought it looked really good. I like the use of, well, it's not really colour. I like the scheme I used in this thing and the positioning, let's just say, of certain things. I really don't know what I'm talking about. I added that little laundry nook over there because I kind of liked it, and I wanted to use the overhead cabinets because a lot of the time I don't use them because of windows. Because you put way more windows in like Sims houses than you do in a real house, and that's why kitchens never seem to have the right amount of overhead cabinets in proportion to like real life. And I wanted to fit them in, so I did it over that laundry kind of bay area kind of thing. So yeah, just detailing now. I really like that tile, like that style of tile, like the massive tile. I use that a little too much in my builds nowadays, and since I've really found it, I'm really bad at that. I have a really bad habit of just like finding something I like, taking it, doing it over and over again in my builds, and it's like those windows. I'm really sorry for it, guys, but at least I've got a decent like consistency with my style, I guess. Here I'm adding in stairs. Once again, I hate the spiral stairs, but sometimes they're the best way to use space. Just adding in the black tile on the wall. See, I really like the way the counters stood out from the black. I really like the way that worked. And yeah, this flooring. I don't like that little diagonal bit of the wood. I think it looks a little bit stupid, and I wanted to. I had to keep it there because the living room didn't actually go as far as the. This is just me being nitpicky. I do this a lot. I'm very I'm quite a perfectionist in terms of like my builds and stuff, so I'm overly critical all the time, as you probably heard me say on a lot of times that I dislike builds or whatever. I mean, I'm always proud of what I do. I love to show it off and stuff because I've worked hard on it, and it takes a couple hours to get a good house. I mean, this one probably took me about 2 hours. Maybe 2.5, I'm not sure. But yeah, it is a lot of hard work, and obviously I am going to be quite proud of it, but there is always stuff that you can change, so. Anyway, back to the house. I'm just kind of adding in details and stuff. I used actually 2 paintings that I never use. I find that the Sims Spray is really like lacking in pictures. I find that the actual game itself, without any custom content, sucks in terms of like that, because that's like a fail-safe for decoration. If a wall looks bare, you add a painting. It's just easy. It's just the way it works. And sometimes tiny paintings don't work, and pictures of cats don't work. Thanks, Pets expansion pack, but no. And it's just lacking. That's all I'm gonna say. The upstairs is pretty cool. I got in 2 bedrooms, and the master suite has an ensuite bathroom, which is pretty cool. The second bedroom is quite small, but I kind of felt a lot into it, so I was kind of happy with that. Just lighting, really boring. I used the same sort of colour scheme as the kitchen for the bathroom because I actually really like that. I think it looks really slick and it looks really cool, and it's just the way I like it. And I like this wallpaper, this like feature wall in the bedroom. I think it looked kind of cool, and it just kind of added a bit more you to it. Like you had a parent and a kid, like a single parent family with just like one kid or whatever, like a teenager or something. It just kind of suited that kind of age group of people. I just thought it was modern but still young, if you know what I mean. Just it was nice. I liked it, and the paintings there, they actually work in like kids' bedrooms and stuff. I don't really find any other place to put these kind of things. Bathroom's simple, always is. You can't really do much with a bathroom really. You just like toilet, sink, plant. This bed. I wanted to use metal as the thing. I couldn't work out which alpha channel was which, so I just covered them all and then worked out which one was wrong. So I ended up with shiny bedding for a while. And then I realised that this was going to annoy me because it was in my way. Didn't even think to put on the objects because I am stupid like that. But then I decided, you know what, I'm just going to move the bed because it's so much easier. Which it wasn't, because all I had to do was turn on the cheek. But well, it still worked out. I mean, you could fit the dresser in there, and that was alright. And here you go, flat wall painting again. Now I'm kind of going on to landscaping, which took a while in this one. It was, I say there was a bit too much landscaping in terms of like, I went a bit overboard with certain aspects. Here I'm trying to add clover to the top of the trellis type thing. Realised you can't delete the floor underneath it, which is right bugger. So I had to get rid of that. Terrain painting. I went for a bit more dirt than what I normally do around my houses, simply because it just looked like it needed that bit more because it was kind of that. Well, I keep saying this industrious feel. It's kind of like slightly like used kind of look to it. I really didn't know what to do with this back bit. It looks stupid in the end of it, and it remains so. But I wanted to add like a hill. I know that sounds weird. I just thought it would just suit the house if you had like this like kind of rock feature behind it. It just in my head, I saw it as being something that would look good with that. And then I experimented with the idea of a pond. You saw me like dragging the river across. Didn't realise you couldn't just like stick a river across a mountain because the whole water had to be at the same height. So I added in this smaller mountain. I like the terrain painting on this. I used the shale and stuff to add a bit more of a rocky kind of feeling to it because obviously I wanted it to look a bit more rocky, and added in the fountain, and then I added in this like rocks surrounding the fountain so it looked more like an actual feature. I really like the way this bit turned out. I think I needed a bit more space on the lot to just kind of play with it a bit more, but with the space I had, I think it was pretty good. Adding in pebbles. I liked the look of the pebbles. I thought it was quite cutesy. Well, not cutesy, it just kind of looked a little bit better than just pure sand around the edges and dirt and stuff. I think it was more grey, and it just kind of tied in with the house a bit more. Tried to think of another word to say instead of making it look more industrial, because that's all I've been saying in this whole thing. What I've noticed, a way of like smoothing out the terrain a bit more is like using the erase tool with the lightest touch, like the lightest thing, so it's like a harsh brush, and just kind of really quickly dragging it over stuff. It just kind of softens it a little bit, and I did that with the rock feature, and it just looked really great. Here you see I go overboard with the stuff. I thought it needed a lot of trees. I liked the overgrown kind of look, so I added a couple of willow trees to kind of make it look more like it was meant to be overgrown. A lot of bushes around the front here. A lot of like that kind of colour everywhere. I didn't really add flowers, it was more like just bushes and stuff. What I started doing was using the clover around the edges of like flower beds and stuff. It just kind of gives it more of a gradient like effect into the ground, if you know what I mean. It looked more just fitted more, if you know what I mean. If you ever see me do this, like the hand gestures I am doing right now is trying to explain this up, like weird as hell, but it's just the way I could do it. I like this massive oak moss tree. It looked pretty cool. And here are the pictures. So thank you for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.